If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2013. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. We continue our series of interviews featuring representatives from the 3 candidate cities for the 2016 U.S. Olympic Trials today. Joining us shortly in the Finnies Monitor will be Frank Viverito. He's the president of the St. Louis Sports Commission and the leader of the bid to bring the trials to the Gateway City. And before we start the interview, in the interest of full disclosure, I want you to know that I was born and raised in St. Louis. And with that, let's bring on Frank Viverito, who joins us today via Skype. Frank, it's good to see you. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Jeff. Good to see you as well.
So USA Swimming is going to be announcing the name of the city is going to host the 2016 trials in a few days. What's the mood like there at the St. Louis Sports Commission?
Well, I would say, in a word, it's excitement. We're a little bit nervous because, you know, this is our first shot at it, but we're very, very excited. We would love to have this event come to St. Louis.
In terms of all the other events that the Sports Commission puts on or has been bidding for throughout the years, where does hosting the Olympic swimming trials rank?
It ranks right at the top, and I'm glad you mentioned our event resume. You know, we've done events from you know, college football to Olympic trials in marathon and diving, and you know, we've done an NCAA Final Four, but you know, I don't know that there's been an event that has generated this much excitement and this much anticipation as the Olympic swimming trials. You know, we were so fortunate to be at the event in Omaha in 08 and 2012. So we have a sense really of how high the bar has been raised for the event, and we're ready to meet that challenge.
What sparked the idea for you guys to say, okay, Omaha's had their fun, let's get our name in the hat here?
I'll tell you, one of the things that really sparked our interest is facility. You know, the Omaha facility is designed exactly as the facility in St. Louis was designed. It's a replica of the way that the convention center is attached to the arena. In Omaha, it's an arena. In St. Louis, it's a dome. And so if that facility is a facility that USA Swimming is comfortable with, then we're very excited to be able to present something similar, but something with a little twist and a little bit more space, a way really to grow the event in a very positive way.
Yeah, in terms of space, having seen the design plan that you guys have, it really does look like there is a little bit more space available, not just for the actual competition area, but for the place where swimmers can warm up and warm down like that. Before we get to that, you just said there's some twists you want to add to this. So tell us about what some of those are.
Well, I mean, as far as the facility goes, we think it's a perfect fit. And then as far as the downtown area goes, we also think it's a perfect fit because we understand that this event needs to be technically perfect for the swimmers, but we also want it to be a perfect experience for the swimmers and the fans. And so when they get to St. Louis, they're going to find a place that has great accessibility, great walkability, and many wonderful things to do. We also want to highlight our role as America's first Olympic city. You know, the 1904 games were held in St. Louis, and the Olympic legacy is very near and dear to our hearts. So whenever we can do an event that connects to that legacy, we feel that's even a little bit more special for us.
Yeah, it was, I remember right there in Forest Park was the swim pool for those 1904 Olympics.
Were you there for the Olympics, Jeff?
I wasn't there for 1904, okay. But I just
it.
remember having grown up and hearing about it. I remember the pool was right there. So it'll be a little bit different scenario here.
Just a little bit. But, you know, as we say, with our experience with big events and our love for the Olympics, this event was just a perfect fit for us to bid for.
So tell me specifically what the plans are for running this meet inside the Edward Jones Dome.
Sure. Well, we started from the position where we understood that we needed to create an intimate environment in a big space, and so with the goal being, to grow the event and grow the sport in St. Louis, we set out to create a design that would allow for in effect, a natatorium to be built inside a dome. And so we want to create the same electricity, the same noise, the same excitement in the facility in St. Louis, but with the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to attract more people, and the opportunity to create the event in a big league city with big league amenities, but still the small town feel, so that it would be front and center for the time that it took place.
And about how many spectators do you think you'll be able to house for this meet?
Well, we're taking a look at a setup of 18 to 20,000 in the dome. If through planning we feel that we want to shift a little bit bigger, we can do that. But we felt that 18 to 20,000 would be the right size step for the event.
And talking about what's going on outside of St. Louis, there's been a great history of swimming in St. Louis. You mentioned the Olympics were held there once, and there have been Olympians that came from St. Louis. Most recently, people like Penny Taylor, Tom Jager, Billy Stapleton. Have they been able to throw their support into this for you?
Yes, they have. And that's been one of the great joys of this bid, is that we've come to really know the swim community in St. Louis and how passionate it is, and really come to have a sense of how we can use this event to grow that community, to create a legacy, to create legacy programs, and to really raise the level of awareness of the sport in this region. We do have a lot of wonderful Olympians, and we're excited to tell that story to the public.
And St. Louis has, the greater St. Louis area has, from what I can remember, 4 large swim teams. What's been their involvement in all of this so far?
We get emails from somebody almost daily saying they can't wait for April 27th. They're that excited, and I think it's love for the sport and it's love for St. Louis that drives them. This is a community of people, of volunteers, the sports fans that are really, really excited about having major events in the community. We see ourselves as good sports, and we see ourselves as a very welcoming group of people. And so the swimming community is absolutely all in for this.
Something that had been brought up a lot last year when Omaha was hosting the Olympic trials was that it was during the same time as the College World Series, and almost literally right across the street. Now, Busch Stadium isn't right across the street from the Edward Jones Dome, but it's pretty close, and the St. Louis Cardinals will be during their season. Was there ever any worry about how the swimming trials and possibly a big St. Louis Cardinal game might conflict with downtown traffic and all that?
No concerns at all, because we're used to having big events in the community. We're used to Rams games and Cardinals games on the same day. But we actually had the Cardinals present at the site visit for the event, and the Cardinals are absolutely willing to give USA Swimming the choice as to whether they'd like to have the team in town or out of town during the trials. We believe that baseball adds a little bit of excitement to downtown, and I personally would be a little disappointed to come to St. Louis and not get a chance to see the best baseball environment in the country. So we think that the Cardinal games would be a complement to the event, as would Fair St. Louis, that would kind of be wrapping up right around that time. It's one of America's biggest 4th of July parties, and we'd love to put the swimming trials on a stage with those big events.
Yeah, and then maybe you can have a baseball game going on between prelims and finals. Have spectators have something to do during that time.
We could do that, or we could have you throw out the first pitch of the Cardinals game. How would that be?
You don't want me throwing anything. That's why I swim, Frank.
Got it.
So basically, you were talking about the legacy of swimming in St. Louis. Now, as I said, there's been great Olympians that have come out of the city. St. Louis has a very large minority community, and there's a lot of talk about trying to get minorities into swimming. Is that something that you've been putting into consideration when thinking about this bid, about trying to attract a lot of minorities to get their interest into swimming?
Absolutely. We've set aside $500,000 from the money that we're going to be raising in the community for legacy programs that would be directed in large part to the minority community, but even more broadly to give all the youngsters in the region the opportunity to learn to swim as a legacy of the Olympic trials. That whether it's our purchase of a pool to create a new elite a new swimming facility to train elite athletes and be used by swimmers from around the region, or whether it's the specific programs targeted to build the legacy of the event. We're really focused on making a lasting impression on the region from the 2016 trials.
Well, this is the without a doubt the biggest swimming event that St. Louis has put on since the Olympics, and I know that they had the Olympic Festival there in the mid-1990s as well. Give me your thoughts about, when you've been processing this bid and getting your presentation, USA Swimming, being kind of on the outside of the sport, what are your thoughts about the sport now that you've been so immersed in it?
We love it, and when we look for a new event to bring to the region, we're very excited to sort of tap in to the enthusiasm and to the excitement that we found in the swimming community. We also know that while we may be new to the sport at this level, we have a great regional draw of swimmers that can get to St. Louis very, very easily. So as we think about the event and as we've done the event research, we've really gotten more and more excited about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Frank, before we go, I want to give you, as I'm giving everybody a chance to do on the show, the opportunity to convince our viewers why St. Louis should be the place to host the 2016 trials.
Well, in one sentence, we think it would be the absolute perfect place to grow the event and grow the sport. The facility will work beautifully. The sense of an intimate natatorium in a dome gives us the opportunity to grow the sport, connected to a convention center, which gives us a chance to grow the event. And so we think the perfect combination of facility, market size, and then the walkability of a downtown that really is going to allow everybody to walk back and forth to the events, to eat at restaurants within walking distance of the dome, a great airport, a great population base, and a great community that is so used to doing big events that would love to roll out the red carpet for just about the biggest event we've ever done.
Well, I could see why USA Swimming was impressed enough to make you one of the final three.
Well, we're very, very excited to be in the final three. Win or lose, it's been a fabulous experience for us, and we're here to stay as far as swimming goes.
Well, I know you guys are on pins and needles waiting for April 27th. We wish you the best of luck, Frank, and thanks for joining us today.
It's great, Jeff. We hope to see you in St. Louis.
All right. Well, that was St. Louis Sports Commission's Frank Viverito joining us on today's Morning Swim Show. We will wrap up this series of interviews with the three candidate cities tomorrow when we talk to two people from San Antonio. Remember that USA Swimming, as we said, is announcing the name of the city on April 27th, this coming Saturday, so be sure to mark your calendar. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.